All right, all right. We are live. We are live. Welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast, where we speak on different topics and we give give y'all the best information about the topics. Maybe they can help some of those who are going through some of the ailments that we speak about, because we all part of a health and wellness business. To whereas we speak about health issues. We speak about a lot of things, but we mainly speak about health issues to try to bring awareness to health, because a lot of men don't do health. A lot of men don't want to go to the doctors. A lot of men don't like to do the things they should do. So we speak about that, and we speak about different topics, man, just to have a great insight on life. So tonight we're speaking about PTSD, man. PTSD is something that's common in all neighborhoods around the urban community because of all the shootings we listen to, all the people getting robbed, all the stores getting the burglaries and all of that. So that can bring a trauma to your head every day if you're that type of person. But yeah, man, tonight, man, we got the guys. I don't know where KD at right now, but Alejandro, I know he might be a little late because he be working on Wednesdays. KD might be working a little late too, because I forgot he had those projects. He's doing that bathroom right now too. But hey, man, we got me and Michael. Okay, we got me and Michael right now. We're gonna do our thing, give y'all some great insight. The PTG. We don't know what that means yet, but we gonna find out.
What up, though?
We don't know what PTG mean yet, but we gonna find out. That's what's happening, man. I love it. I love it. So yeah, man, Mike, what you got on this topic tonight? Give us a little insight.
PTSD was known as shell shock. Then they started calling it was it called shell shock World War I during World War II? They had a different name for it. Vietnam, it was PTS. Back in the 90s, they changed the name to PTS. They decided that it was a disorder. They were just veterans coming back, combat veterans. Oh, combat fatigue was the other name that they called it.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, PTSD affects children as well as adults. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. PTSD got the whole spectrum. It covers everybody, every race, religion, nationality, like every group, men and women. In some cases, it affects women more. But nobody could explain in my research exactly why it affected women more. But that was one of the things that was said, that women are sometimes more susceptible to PTSD. And basically, it's just the trauma, something that you've lived through. And it could be anything from a car wreck to a natural disaster, rather, or like that. COVID caused in a lot of people. That's just
Okay.
one.
All right. PTG, let me ask you what that's going for. What's that stand for tonight? What we doing with that tonight?
Well, 1 second. Let me turn this down for you. Oh yeah, but no. How you guys doing? So PTSD. Well, actually, PTG. Is post-traumatic growth. So we all suffer from PTSD, whether or not we like to admit it or not. But it's all about what you do with it. So I mean, yeah, like I said, we all been through things, and we've all been broke before. Like, to me, that's PTSD, because I hate asking somebody to borrow something, because then they're gonna hold it over your head, and just like different things or whatever. So yeah, like I said, PTG, post traumatic growth. Everything I've been through in the past, whether or not it's been horrible relationships, bad jobs, bad relationships, whatever. It's like we just grow from it. I know PTSD, it tends to affect everyone, whether or not you've been in the military. I know, they used to call it shell shock, and we just need to stop living by the name. So it's all about redefining whatever it is that you're going through.
So post-traumatic growth, that's what we doing now.
Absolutely.
That's what we doing, PTG. Now, I have heard of that in my health class, in my life coaching class. That was part of the curriculum in that one. So yeah, man, that's definitely true facts about this ailment that a lot of people are growing through. Hopefully they're growing through. A lot of people try to hold in the past and try to make things last longer than what they should last.
Right.
You know, that's a part of it also, to where it's like, if you've been through something, okay, you went through it, keep on going. That means it's not going to be the first, or it's not going to be the last. So you grow through it and you keep on pushing. Don't have them nightmares in the middle of the day. Don't have the bad thoughts about situations that's already passed in the middle of the day. So it's like, you gotta, you know, or even at night while you sleep, we gotta just start, you know, for those who we know with it, let's try to help each other grow through some situations so we can be in a better space, man, as a unit.
Absolutely.
Definitely, man. Yeah, those unwanted memories, those traumas, that kind of stuff right there plays a big part on your day-to-day. You know, sometimes we see people lose their jobs because they can't let a situation go. Right. They can't let life be life. You know what I'm saying? Let life, and you keep on moving. The thing is, you heard it, you've experienced it. Now it's time to grow through it. What do? You stay there or you grow from it. And a lot of people stay there, man. So that's why they got that PTSD real bad and don't even know it.
And the sad thing is, some people stay there, you know, by choice. Because once again,
exactly,
you know, some people are just so used to getting the attention from what they've gone through. Like, okay, you was raped. Okay, it happened 30 years ago. You mean to tell
exactly.
me? I mean, yeah, it's something mental, but you can still get past that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are certain triggers, like, you know, if somebody touch you or hold you the wrong way or say a certain thing, it might give you a flashback or whatever. But I mean, once you learn to like retrain your mind, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Man, tell me about it. That's the thing about that's why I like Joe Dispenza, because he gives you that insight on how to recreate your mind, you know, how to unlearn a lot of things. You know, that's why, yeah, we said that last week. I was like, Joe Dispenza, I've been listening to him all this week, because that's what, you know, you gotta listen to people, man, who go through something, or who are really more experienced than you. If you keep listening to people that you grow up with, that you talk to on a daily basis, you'll never grow. You'll never get yourself out of that PTSD mindset to where things are always happening. That's like women always saying all men are alike. It's like, damn, did you try all of them? Or you gonna try? You got some more on the list you gonna try. What up, man? Yeah, but so it be that kind of thing to where, man, we got to start listening to neuroscientists. We got to start. We can't just listen to the teacher in the classroom who's going to keep getting you that technical thinking, who's going to just keep your brain right where they want it so you can learn what they want you to learn and send you to a school or send you to a job that they want you to have. But if we listening to some Joe Dispenzas, Bruce Lipton's, some great thought leaders like, you know, Billy Carson and 19 Keys, we got to listen to people who way on another level, man, in order for us as a unit to be growing somewhere more than where we're going. Because that's the thing about life. You come together, everybody might not be on the same page, and then there's no growth there.
Right.
And that's the thing, man. We just I feel like, you know, as black people as a whole, we're gonna get together one day and just wake up America and be like, hey man, this is what we're doing now. We got a curriculum all together. And that's how we won back in the day, man. Everybody knew their position. Everybody played their part.
Right. And there's a such thing as hereditary PTSD. So it's not something that you actually went through, but something that your family, a cousin, brother, that your grandparents experienced. I've never experienced slavery, but if it's bred in me, then okay, cool. You know, hey, would you mind put you my new master? Like, I just want you to go to the store for me. Oh, my bad. It's like, still, I mean, certain triggers, like I said.
Yeah, it's definitely that, man. But see, a lot of people don't understand, man. You can do a lot of grounding techniques. You know, you can try to get rid of it yourself. if you can, you know, it's like get to know the triggers.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get to know what's. It's like anything when you growing in life, man. You got to find out what makes you mad,
Right.
and stay away from that situation, or have a conversation with that situation and be like, hey, you know, this what pissed me off. This what I don't like. This what I don't like. Instead of everybody just going through whatever they going through and just do what they want to do. You know,
Right.
That ain't how life is. That ain't what being building an empire is about.
Right.
You know, but then they said confide in reliable sources. Like I was saying, you got to talk to people that's smarter than you. You can't talk to your cousin who out there selling dope talking about, say, man, what you think I should do about this? Man, he don't know. All he knows about out there selling dope, unless he reading the thesaurus every day. He got encyclopedias going, but we can't keep on talking to our cousins or even our mama about a bad situation, and then what she gonna think about it, or what she might do about it. You know what I'm saying? We really start having to talk to people on a higher level, and that's how we get over our traumas. That's how we get over things.
Right.
Then it's such that two people can experience the exact same traumatic experience and have two different experiences from it. One is traumatized, the other one ain't. He just keeps on with life like and nothing happened. Nothing out of the ordinary. So
that's just like the story. Y'all remember the story about the two boys who had a drunk father?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like one boy, he grew up to be successful, and another one grew up just to be like his daddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's like, hey man, what made you grow? I mean, how you get all you have? I seen my father. Yeah. Well, damn, why you like you are? I seen my father. It's how you perceive life. If you perceive it on a negative notion, you're gonna keep getting that negative stuff in your life. Yeah, once we get over them traumas, or once we get over the bad situations, it's time to keep on going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting there dwelling in it for a whole day or two or months or whatever, like you said. Some people just like to live in it because they like the attention that they get from it. Now they get baby. Now they get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's definitely understandable.
I mean, you can experience PTSD even in relationships. Like if you and your girl, like if it's kind of toxic, but as far as like yelling at each other, like if you're if I'm in a relationship and if my girl yells at me, not currently, but like if she would yell at me, it's like it'll automatically trigger and bring me back to when I used to just have to like fend for myself and start yelling back and like just digging up like a bunch of hatred and dirt. And it's like, then I find myself going back and apologize and be like, I didn't mean to say that your mama was a tramp, but like so like things like that happen. So I mean, yeah, just trying to avoid those conversations or do what I do now. Even at work or like in my professional life, if I feel that a conversation is not going in the right direction, I'll just go ahead and walk away, because just to avoid, like, that's just one of my it's almost like a bulletproof vest. That's just one of my techniques to avoid going down a dark road that
we don't want to come. Yeah, we don't want to go down that dark road. Yeah,
right.
Sometimes it's
I'm
hard.
telling you. Go ahead, Mike.
Sometimes it's hard to come back.
Oh, it really is hard to come back. But one thing I did learn to admire about the dark is, the longer you stay in the dark, it's easier to see. Like if you cut the lights off in your house and it's like your eyes just start to adjust, it's the same thing that happens to you mentally. So it's like in the darkness, it's like, okay, cool. Give it a couple of seconds. My eyes are going to start to adjust and I can just walk through my house with the lights off.
Right.
And with PTSD, like if I go down that path, okay. But I'd rather not.
Yeah, you don't want to see that fool come out. You
Really
want to leave that dude right where he is.
Yeah.
That's definitely understandable, man. But it also says, give yourself time. Like you say, you do a little walk away, give yourself some time, man. And eventually the pain if you don't think about the pain. Let me say that. Because some people think about the pain. Some people want to be in the pain, but some people want to get out of it. Where they say they don't want to be in pain.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can also classify
man.
PTSD is like a mental meltdown. It's like they have so many names for this stuff now.
Yeah, because it's so many ways you can, it's like I say, it's not just a one-way thing anymore. It's not just for veterans. It's not just for people who are, in the service.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's just like he said, you got to remove yourself from situations that's not doing you any good.
Right.
Especially if it ain't helping you grow.
Oh, not at all.
And then they say you got to do more physical activities. Get outside, be active with people, interact with people, or get out. Cause see, a lot of us we get a certain age, man, and we just get to ourselves by ourselves. We don't even know how to socialize anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Communication skills have went to the bottoms because we're so stuck off into who we think we are. Oh, this is who I am.
Right.
For how long though? You got to ask yourself, for how long is that how you are? Is that who you are? This who I am. This me. Well, how long are you going to be that person? Because the journey is about who you're becoming, not who you are. You're going to stay that one person your whole life, or you're going to become a greater version of yourself? That's the question we have to ask daily. Do I want to be remembered as? What do I want to be remembered as?
Right.
It's like we gotta go through some things just to get to another level. And if we're gonna be this, like if I was still 6 in the neighborhood, I'd be on the screen right now smoking a joint and have me a beer in my hand or some liquor in my hand, cussing over here, talking to my kids on the side or something, It wouldn't be a good show, or it probably would to the toxic people who like that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah. You may just go viral. Because I mean, that's the thing. Like, you can sit up there and talk about anything positive, like, opening up a business or having an opportunity. Barely any likes, but hey, I got a new job. And, oh, congratulations! Like,
right? Yeah, I just got the Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it's a doubt. They doubt. Yeah, they doubt. They talk down on that.
Oh yeah.
Because they stuck off into that old mindset of hatred and anger. If anybody's doing better than them, now they're mad. And that's the craziest thing that, well, it's not really crazy growing up in the inner city where we grew up. Some of us grew up. It's like you got people who just like you say, generational PTSD.
Yes.
They stay in trauma mindset. They stay with the rock. Everything is negative. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Oh, that's crazy. That's not. Ain't nobody gonna do that. It's like, well, really? Wow. 10,000 people done already did it. So why wouldn't I be able to do it?
Right. And there are people that there's a problem for every solution. They don't never solve a problem. You come up with a solution. Nah. It's always no. But they never have an answer.
Yeah, they never got an answer for nothing. But they gonna tell you every problem. They gonna tell you all the problems. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? Well, what's the solution for that?
Yeah.
That's why I always say, be a solution-based mindset person.
Yeah.
You walk through life and you think about every solution that you may come across. Don't go through walking down the street saying, oh, well, I'm just whistling Dixie. No, you walk through like, okay, what problem can I solve today? Yeah. What problem is it going? I know somebody thinking like that.
And it's like, even in business, the people that make the most money are the ones that the people who get paid the most money are the ones that can help, like they have more solutions, the ones that can solve the most problems.
Right.
Like, nobody actually gets paid to like discover problems. Hey, Mike, you going bald. I know already. What are you going to do about it? stuff like that.
Yeah.
But hey, I can sit there and say about, people talk about just whatever, Rogaine or Hims or hers, whatever they sell online.
Tom Bosley.
Problem solved.
Tom Bosley.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know about that Tom Bosley. I forgot. I might be. Oh, yeah. Mike know about that Tom Bosley.
I gotta be the one to know.
Hey.
Cause you the same age. We up in the same age group.
Hey, Keith, you giving them PTSD? Don't say that.
I done triggered him. Uh-oh.
He gonna run.
He going back to service, huh? He going back. Oh, look, why you gonna say I know? KD, why you ain't getting on, man? KD down there in the comment. It ain't too late. Alejandro do it all the time.
Oh, yeah. It's called Beijing. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, man. Get on the screen, man. We don't care what you're dirty, we don't care if you're dirty or not.
Right. People tell me, oh my gosh, I didn't realize you had so much gray hair. I'm like, yeah, it'll be gone. Next week, I'll go get my hair cut. You already know. Get the haircut, Beijing, fade to black. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and let it show because looks real good. I'm about to join that group of the silver. What is it, like silver foxes or I don't know, like the group with the gray beard? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I ain't smart enough, man. I ain't got no gray hair. I got strings of gray.
Oh man. I mean, everybody can't grow a full beard.
I damn sure can. I don't even want that problem. That's too much itching for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. But we have to watch them triggers, man. Some people, some people will trigger you without you even knowing it. Well, without them even knowing it, rather. Let me say that.
Right.
They sitting around, they don't even realize they just rambling, they just talking, they don't even understand why you say something like that. Well, you said what you said.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even thinking how to respond. I just went to respond. And that's the thing about a lot of us. We don't digest to what the person is saying and maybe put some reasoning behind it. Like put yourself in their shoes and then you can find some things out. But a lot of time we just know it's blah, blah, blah. That's all we know. Because we grew up in that kind of household. We grew up in that kind of environment where everything was about attack.
Mm-hmm.
It's you. It ain't never me, it's you. So we got to start watching them kind of people that's always you. It ain't never them.
Yeah.
It's always you.
PTSD had a month. Like the month of June.
For
PTSD Awareness Month.
Oh man.
But that's mental health awareness, ain't it?
Right, I think so. But that's part of it. Man.
Yeah,
right, that's part of it.
Yeah.
And now they back up with racial. Wait a minute, let me look at my notes. They got a name. I want to call it race-based trauma.
And what is that about?
Basically about us going through our daily lives, how we're affected that urban setting. Just like you said at the beginning, the drive-bys, the bank robberies, people just living their life. But
and the thing about it is, what's so crazy, what we're not even capitalizing on, what I'm gonna start looking into, is because they show it on the news every day.
Yeah.
Why are you traumatized? Because I look at the news every single day.
And they focus on us.
But the thing is, what I'm saying to you is that the media is giving you PTSD because you're looking, regardless who they focusing on, they're focusing on crime, they're focusing on killings, they're focusing on burning houses. They're focusing on all that. They focusing on everything that's bad and dangerous, and that's not even worth the conversation.
Right.
Instead of bringing on who graduated from Harvard, what was the youngest guy who graduated from Harvard? What was this guy? We gotta. Damn, my bad. We gotta start paying attention to that kind of thing, to the reasoning. Hold on, KD. I'm trying to pull you on the screen.
Keith, that's the same thing they was doing during COVID.
Yep.
Right.
Just kept posting and talking about COVID. You can
Yeah,
put on
because they want
anything.
people to be scared.
Right.
It's fear mongering. That's all they have to do.
Right. But how long did they talk about that place? I forget where it was, but they were trying to like, it was a storage where they had like different viruses that the tornado wind just blew through.
Right.
And spread all the viruses.
Coach,
What it do?
What up, coach?
What up, KD?
man, you had to work.
Man, you know I had to get back to it. Got to replace. Nah, everything good, man. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, what you got on the topic? We done.
PTSD. So oftentimes you hear about PTSD from military people, you know, but whether you know it or not, I'm here to tell you that it comes in many forms, you know. I flipped my van before 3 years ago, and 3 times it flipped. But I'm here to talk about it, you know, and I still get that feeling sometimes when I'm driving, like a shocking feeling, you know. Somebody, if they rear up fast beside me, it's like I can remember that 3500 revving up and slamming, T-boning me and making me airborne, you know. So PTSD can come in many forms. I can remember being in a relationship and you have syndrome from experience you had with that certain person, and you can recognize it when you see a female coming towards you, or you know, different things like that. So I'm just here to share that PTSD come in many forms, you know. Don't just think of it as military, because honestly, that's what I used to think of it as, a person in the military coming back from the war or something like that. But we got to understand that, you know, we get into situations in daily life, you know. Life will show up. Life will show up, but we must show up for life, you know. We can't just sweep things under the rug, you know. We got to deal with it and get to the root of the problem. What's having us feel these types of ways, man? So I'm here to say that I'm a person that went and got help, you know.
Yeah.
From, you know, so sometimes we got to get outside help to help us with our problem and help us to understand that there's a route that we must get to help us get through different situations, man.
You know how I got over PTSD? Staying away from white women.
Okay. Okay, no, that's good.
It helped, bro.
But look,
it helped.
Hey, look in here, man. I'm gonna share. I ain't ready to put that story on the platform, but I'm gonna share it with you guys later. I'm definitely afraid. Like, I got a problem with that, you know, because I went to college, you know, and played ball. So, you know, I got a situation from back then that I had to get to the root of that problem.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? When I went and got help, they helped me get to the root of that problem, because I was stuck for 20 years because of that situation, man.
It's like kryptonite, bro.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. And then your mind be set. Your mind be set on what happened or what you went through, you know. And it can hinder you on progressing in life too.
But you know what got me through it? I know you're gonna be proud of me.
What?
God got me through that.
Oh, you know I'm gonna be proud of you.
Yep, had to say it. Had to say it, buddy.
Hey, you just got to say it.
Out of control, man. He out of control.
Yeah, man, that's good. But this was a great topic, Keith, man, because people must know that we can't stay stuck in it, man. You know, so that's the thing. There's a process that you can go through to get healed from that type thing.
Yeah, yeah. But as you know, a lot of us, like we say, man, they like the attention that they get from when they're in the victim mode. You know,
ooh, yeah.
Nobody wants to be the victor. Everybody wants to be the victim.
Wow.
You know, wants to have that pity party for them, or have, you know, it's not even empathy. I can't have empathy for you because you faking it. You know what I'm saying? You just giving us a show.
But see, that's the thing, man. You got to do the work. I'm not saying that you don't have stress or a feeling from those situations, because they do come up. But you got to do the work to get through it, man. Like meditation, you know, that's a big part of it. You know, getting to your inner self, your inner being, you know.
Right.
So that's definitely a process. So I can't say, you know, I truly believe that it's a true thing. You get what I'm saying? It's true. It definitely happens. But don't stay stuck in it. You can't dwell in it, man. You know, with a higher power and you know, different situations, different processes. Research, definitely. You know, your meditation.
Yeah, that goes back to that when I tell people all the time, oh, I got faith. I believe in God. I got faith. But then as soon as COVID come about, everybody started talking about what they said. What they said, now what happened to your faith system? See, the faith is believing in something that you can't even see, that you already know is bigger than you.
Right.
So if you believe in something that's bigger than you that you can't see, but you can feel spiritually, energy wise, and you mean to tell me what they said on TV is gonna scare you?
Right.
Where the faith system at, man?
They just start bringing out the mask again already, ain't it?
They did.
Man, I ain't wear the mask unless they told me if I'm walking into an establishment. That was the only time I wore a mask.
When they make So I went.
Yeah, man. I don't believe in It's like believing in the same voodoo that the people saying. You know, hey, voodoo, it's voodoo. If you don't believe in it, man, you ain't happening to you, man.
They wouldn't let me go to the back at the doctor yesterday unless I put one on. So
yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
they
at
were
all
back out. I
hospitals.
was like, oh, they doing that again already?
No, that's at the hospitals. All hospitals been doing that.
Oh, I ain't been in a while. That's why I guess. So.
I mean, I noticed like when I'm on a plane, they have a couple of people still wearing a mask, but I mean, that's because you're traveling with people from all over. So, okay, maybe, but, and then some stores, Trader Joe's, even at Walmart, certain cashiers still wear a mask. But I mean, if you're doing it just to protect yourself, that's fine. But if you're doing it because, you know, they talking about something big and worse coming that's going to wipe out all these people, then okay. But I mean, right now, they're not telling you that. They want you to focus on the fact that LeBron James' son went to cardiac arrest on the basketball court Monday.
But look what just popped up to my phone. Somebody, the chief down there in Miami-Dade, just shot himself. Was that over PTSD?
Could be.
More than likely.
Wow.
He got tired of the situation.
Yeah.
He couldn't hear them unwanted memories no more. He couldn't live throughout them unwanted memories.
And he probably did a lot of bad to some people, huh?
It could be.
There's no telling, man.
One that had like stage 4 cancer. Going back, I ain't suffering through that. Boom.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of people in the service that done killed themselves.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
They can't relive. They can't keep on hearing them shots. When my daddy first come home from the Vietnam War, he used to. My mom used to say he heard 4th of July. He ducking behind, telling her to get down.
Hey, car backfire. Car duck under. God look for the shooter. It gets hit.
Yeah.
They can't let it go.
Oh,
right.
Wow. Check that out, what Monica say. Wow. So
yeah,
that was the story across the board. You know, that happened to a lot of people.
Yeah, Monica, that was like my daddy. My daddy got on hair run real bad behind that.
Yeah.
Well, they was already doing hair run in the war, but you
That's
know.
what it was.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, even in relationships where people have PTSD because, you know, they was cheated on. So they think like the first argument they have in their current relationship, like, oh man, she cheating.
Yeah.
Because she's staying there work late or, you know, whatever. I mean, if she come home smelling like another guy, okay, but you know.
but you know how that happened, right? They never did the work whenever they've been harmed in the previous relationship. They never did the work. They never did the unpacking. They never got to the root of the problem. They never asked what part did they play in it. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times this stuff come about from something we done.
Yeah.
the actual person with the PSD has done something, and the situation came up, and the situation became traumatic. You know, maybe not oftentimes, a lot of times though, it's something they done, and they did not get to the root of the problem. They did not analyze the situation or backtrack, you know, and unpack. So I believe a lot of people are afraid to unpack.
Yeah,
They're taking that baggage with them, and it's driving them wild, man.
That's true. And it's like, I've always been a man behind mine. So it's like, even when I told my ex, you know, because I was married before, it's like, you know, she wanted to sit up there and make it seem like, you know, I was the bad guy and all this other stuff. And so we still had mutual friends because of the church. So they'll sit up there and ask me like different questions or whatever. And like, she tried to create me to be a monster. I'm like, I'll be the monster in your story, but make sure you tell them what chapter you created me in. Because I was like,
come on. Boy, that's a good one.
So
that's a true story. Because especially when you can own up to what you've done, then you can not necessarily fix it, but you can go through the process smoother when you be accountable. So we have this thing, accountability, availability, and your attitude. So the attitude you take going through your situation is definitely detrimental to how you get through it. So the attitude you take, being accountable for what you've done, right? You got to take accountability, you know, and available to assess the situation. Don't get out of your way. You got to be present in the situation to figure it out.
Well, that's the thing about it. Everybody's not asking themselves, what role did I play in this whole thing that made us go back and forth?
Right.
Everybody's not asking that.
Yeah.
What was my role in it? You know? So when it's like I say, you put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Every time you have a discussion, the reason they saying this because why?
Yeah.
Once we get to that part of life where we can start breaking down the PTSD or breaking down the issues, the trauma, we start breaking the trauma down, then we can start getting, like you say, get to the root of it, and then we can start putting the vegetables back in it. You got to detox it, and then you got to put something good back in it.
And you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid of what you see. The truth. You know what I'm saying? The truth. You got to be able to dig deep enough to understand what the truth is and what you done to make it that way. You know, because it ain't always the other person.
That's right. What Michael said. Michael told you, I'm gonna start with the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm gonna get him to change his ways. That's the man in the mirror.
Hey,
but you go ahead.
In your own eyes?
Huh?
You ever tried standing in the mirror and staring into your own eyes?
Yeah.
You know, just like somebody else, like looking into their soul.
I do it all the time.
You have to.
Yeah, I talk to that dude all the time, man. He, especially when I know he doing some whole shit.
You know, I always look in the mirror, so hey.
I believe you might have a pocket mirror.
I'm like, you
Hey, coach. Only because I respect you and I love you as a brother. Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me, boy.
Pocket mirror.
Boy, you better stop.
Look.
Oh, damn.
If I'm in the kitchen, right, and then I have to go out there and talk to a guest,
you got to get yourself right.
I don't always say I'm trying to go run to the bathroom and make sure I'm good or I'm grown. So I keep a brush in my mailbox. I keep my pocket mirror. Every time I eat, you know, I have a mini toothbrush that I bring to work. I'm good. So I'm talking to the man in the mirror.
I you to be that kind of guy, though.
Man, I done seen it all, man. I didn't know. I did not know.
Because I also do my affirmations. Because I always like to look at myself in the mirror when I talk to myself. So when I'm at work, I can't look into a pair of tongs.
Okay.
Like, you know, when I'm doing my thing, or if I'm not up front, or when I'm outside or in the car, when I see my affirmations come in the car, I'm looking in my mirror. Or like if I'm walking, be like, so that's what it is. That's why I stay amped. That's why I stay hyped. and nobody can't tell me shit because I know who I am.
That's right.
Yeah.
And look,
So it's like,
right?
If women can do it, damn it, why can't I? We just have our different reasons. I don't have a makeup kit, but
okay,
yeah,
that's what I'm about to ask you.
since you want to expose me,
ain't no
coach, I
powder
got a
on the
pocket
other
mirror.
side. I say it flip up, but ain't no powder on the other side.
Oh no powder on the other side.
Yeah.
Just like if I'm
Okay, you good.
something on the inside, but yeah, it's like
Okay, you good. I can take that. Because you're a man about your business though. You know
but only God can judge me in my mirror.
That's my dude down there.
In my mirror.
That's all right.
Post-traumatic growth, man. You gotta have it. You gotta have it.
It's all a part of it.
That's the biggest part of it, man. Monica, they be tripping, don't they? Monica say, y'all crazy.
I don't know why I knew that dude had a pocket mirror though.
Huh?
Say, man, you called that one out, and he pulled it out.
And he pulled it out. There it is.
Because like I'm at the table right now and it's sitting right up here.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, that's big.
That's what's up, man.
Out of control.
Well, anyway, I started back. We started back. Teachers had to go back today, man. So that's why I ended up working late this evening because I still got a couple of jobs I got to close out. But just to get on that note, man, it's a bit of post-traumatic, if I must say, from last year. You know, get ready to start this year. You know, the kids are very not attitude, but how can I say it? They got a bunch of spunk to them, right? Mm-hmm. And they want to be heard, they want to be seen. So they have like a sense of grownness coming from them, you know, and it kind of puts you in a place. So that's why I'm gonna make sure I meditate more because I have to prepare myself before I go in there. And when I get in there, when the kids come back, I got to have a firmness and set the tone from the beginning, you know, and don't allow to run the environment. So I must say, I got a little stress coming from last year, you know. Many situations arose, and I had to grab myself, you know, and get in a zone, you know, like, because they talk back, they cuss, they, you know, all kind of stuff, man. So as this year starts, I know a little better what to do from the research we've been doing, you know, and that's why I'm glad we had this topic, because I know how I need to move next week when they come back Wednesday. You know, I don't need to.
So what you done seen some of them?
No, not yet. Just some of the football players over the summer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about with the attitude.
Yeah. So a lot of them got the attitude from last year. I'm talking about some of the young girls and the guys. You know, they want to be in control. But I just want to make sure that I can hear them this year and, you know, really understand and connect with them, you know. Try something.
Yeah, that's part of understanding PTSD, man.
Right.
That's the biggest part of understanding, because you know what the type of households they come from, where they hearing this all the time. They hearing the arguments, they hearing the fussing, the fighting in the brothers and sisters. So they feel like that's part of their lifestyle. They feel like that's a way of life for them. And at this moment, it is.
That's right. Until they see something different.
Well, until they're taught something different. A lot of times you can't see it. A lot of times you got to be taken out of that. Yeah, like you said, see it in a different light. Let me say that. Yeah.
But they know a lot of times they don't have that vision. They can't see themselves down the road. They can't see themselves at the end. If they begin in 8th grade this year, they can't see themselves at the end of 8th grade going to 9th. With a lot.
That's when sometimes we have to introduce our kids, to new children their age. You see what I'm saying? You can't always let them keep going over your cousin's house, because your cousin's house is what got them in that situation right now. So if you send them, say, check this out, I'm gonna take you over here to my girlfriend house. She got a son. She got a son about your age.
Right.
And you know he's doing different things. He's not doing what the cousin them doing. So that's how you change your kid's narrative from from the anger to that. That's how my mama did me.
Okay.
She
So
had different girlfriends who had boys my age.
wow, that's big. But don't you feel like it's still up to that child if he gonna accept it, even if they see
Well,
something?
it depends on what he's gonna accept it, because y'all gonna start doing new things. You're not gonna keep doing what you do over the cousin house. That's what I'm saying.
Don't just
Children
show
like new stuff. You got to remember, all teenagers want something new every year, right?
yeah.
I don't care if it's some clothes. See, we think it's just clothes, but once they start looking good, then they start feeling good. Then they want to hear something new. You implement the new while you passing out the good.
Oh, okay.
You passing out the shoes, you passing out the clothes, but you talking to them and putting them in a new museum, or you putting them in a new environment that's teaching them something, because it's always love. Every child loves to learn. It's just how and what they're learning. If you keep teaching me on a technical level on this same stuff we taught last year, now you're just trying to say it's enhanced a little bit. I don't want to learn that. That's why you got so many class clowns.
So
the class clown is the type of person who already knows the answer before the teacher even said it, because we done spoke about this all last year. Now I'm hearing these same words come out your mouth, lady. What you mean? Why am I disturbing the class? Because we already talked about this. Because they stay in that textbook and they steady teach them on the same thing repeatedly. We spoke about this already. Can we change the subject now? When we going to change the subject? That's why you go to different classes.
Wow.
And that's why some teachers are liked more than others. Because in Coach KD class, man, we can sit in the back and, high five a little bit. But in Miss Johnson class, everybody has to look straight ahead.
Wow. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do what we want to do.
Something different. That makes sense.
Always teaching. When you teaching children, that's why they love video games, because it's levels on the game. I got to get to the next level. I got to run to get to the next level. See, but we not thinking like that. We're looking at them like, oh, they just playing that game. No, they're trying to get to the next level.
Wow. We implement that in school and help them think, okay, I got to get to the next grade with more thinking. I get it. You can relate it.
But the thing is, you got to make the grade sound like it's a new dimension. You can't make it sound like, you can't make the 9th grade sound exciting when you just say the 9th grade. Right. You tell them, say, we finna take y'all to a new dimension next year. Y'all gonna be on other levels of thinking, y'all. And that's when you have to start implementing these kind of life coaching classes and stuff like that. You got social skills, bro. Every student loves social science and social studies, because that's giving them skills, right, to be able to verbally communicate, to be able to interact with people in a way that's going to make them feel good, because they teach them.
Right. Would you say the average student, average teenager, 13 to 15, has some form of PTSD?
Yeah, unless only if that's the environment they grew up in. Only. Yeah. Because I know some that haven't grew up in no screaming household, and they have it because they go outside, they listen to their little friends, or they at their cousin's house listening to their cousin.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Environment is one of the biggest
contributors.
Contributors to
it's the biggest contributor of the PTSD. Yeah. It's like Mike was in the war, or Mike was in the service. You keep hearing them gunshots, that right there gonna mess with your head at a young age.
One way or the other, yeah.
Right. When you come home and you don't hear no more gunshots, now you like, where the shots at? Yeah, I'm listening for the shots.
Believe me, you can't take it. It's too quiet.
It's too quiet, exactly.
You get so used to the noise, bombs exploding, that you sleep through it.
Wow.
Go ahead, what you got it with next year.
And so that's why, that's why some of your students might be disturbed this year because it's gonna be quiet in the classroom. All summer, all they've been hearing was, yeah, my nigga, yeah, boy, yeah.
Yeah.
They coming back to sit down and be quiet. Nah, that ain't fun.
Got to be excited. And if you,
As a teacher, you gotta do something different.
yeah,
There it is.
you know, most teachers teach from a book. They teach the curriculum just, but then you have teachers that make it more like how you would do it in life. They teach you about more, but they give you different.
Yeah, I definitely teach with real world problems. I teach them, you know, I want them to know how to go to the bank and how they gonna get interest on their money, you know, different things like that. You know, I just show them, you know, Pythagorean theorem, how it's gonna work for angles, and you know, just different things. You got to make it real world applicable for them. So
Right.
That's definitely one of my biggest. I don't want them to get it unless they can use it.
Right.
For sure. And I let them know with my renovation company, I use math every day.
Right.
Even down to buying paint. I can estimate how much paint I'm gonna need by the surface area on the wall, you know. I know that every gallon you paint about 300 square foot. So I know how far a gallon gonna take me, you know, just different.
Right. Yeah, that's just like I say, teachers should really know the text that they're teaching. That way they can make it their own. That's like T.D. Jakes. He knows the Bible back and forth. That's why he's able to speak it the way he speaks it, because now he can implement these stories into life. Just like you said, you implement life stories off into the teachings. Now people can see the vision. I can see that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So if I put it into words that visualize the conversation, now you got a student's attention.
Right.
That's it.
Now you can grasp them out of that anger. Now you can get that anxiety off of them.
Yeah, and they won't be stuck in their situation because, like you say, some come to school. You know, you never know what happened to them at home.
Mm-hmm.
No,
you never know what they went through.
I'm talking about over the little cousin house, over big cousin house. You don't know what big cousin over there doing?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's like
I know growing up.
Y'all probably heard about out there, the one from Alabama that said she was kidnapped.
Oh, and it was fake, right?
Yeah, but it's like,
I heard it this morning.
Yeah, she you know, they hadn't like announced it or whatever, but she did that. No, she wasn't kidnapped. No, that was no baby, but she actually has like mental disorders.
Wow.
She takes medicine, but she just hadn't been taking it, and that it's almost like
that's what saved her from going to jail.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because she hadn't even talked to the police or the FBI yet, because like her parents don't want to inform them like, hey, well, yeah, you know, we pretty much, she wasn't kidnapped. We already knew where she was. She just disappeared. But it's like it's almost like the DNA. Like you take something away, it's like something else happened. So like with her not taking her medicine, it's like, well, yeah, put her kind of like those people that are bipolar. Like you meet somebody bipolar, it's like you might be Michael today, but if you don't take your medicine, you're Mad Mike. Like, you know.
Yeah. Should people have to deal with that though? Should these type people be detained or secluded or whatever? Not in
I think her reasoning, her trigger point was her boyfriend breaking up with her.
Okay.
That was her trigger point. Her sent her into overdrive. He's not talking to her. Now he's smashing a stripper. Now he's off into his own world. So she got triggered on that, being left alone in the past probably or something like that. And no, you got to be with me just to get his attention. Then he's out there searching for her. She sees he's searching for her. She hears about it because she got her cell phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
She unblocking him as she's supposed to be kidnapped. They're looking at her social media page. She done unblocked him while she's supposed to be kidnapped. That's when they found out it was in bush.
Wow. And I mean, not only is there PTSD, but then there's CPTSD.
Okay.
Like complex post-traumatic system disorder, stress disorder.
Wow.
Like there's
Complex. Is it that bigger? Is that more?
yeah, because it also includes like controlling your emotions. You know, feeling very angry, distrustful towards the world. So it's like they just add on to it. It's kind of like how it went from being ADD to ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Wow. Attention
Yeah.
disorder to attention deficit disorder.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, when I was a kid, it wasn't called ADD; it was called bad as hell. They didn't give us Adderall;
Yeah.
they gave us an ass whipping.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah. You better not come home with a teacher note.
Right? It's like growing up. Like growing up, we didn't have a babysitter. We had you better not open that door for nobody.
Yeah. Don't you open that door for
Open that
nobody.
door if you want to.
Yeah.
Don't open that door for nobody.
Come on, that was the babysitter back in the day.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
you better not touch this door. I'll be back.
Wow. That's
And now
great.
they can't do that these days because they have the Ring doorbell, they have the Ring app, they have everything. So it's like, man, look.
Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy. You better not open that door. I remember that though.
And that was good
Oh,
enough.
yeah.
That was good enough. You better not open that door.
Yeah.
And then the neighbors
And then they'll come back to try you. They'll come back and try you and knock on the door just to see if you're going, who is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Them was them days, man.
The good days.
I couldn't have PTSD. I don't know.
Say it again.
My mama used to beat me up all the time, so I couldn't have PTSD. I was getting a whooping every 5 minutes. That was normal. It's normal.
Yeah.
I ain't got one today.
You hear me? Yeah. I get about a week. I get once a month or twice a month. I'm getting one.
And then they show you they love you because after they beat you or whip you, then they send you to school with like a sweater or something so nobody asks you about the welt marks on your body.
A new sweater.
Yeah,
A
for
new
real.
sweater.
Mama, sorry. Okay. If this is your way of showing me you love me.
Yeah. But this definitely been good, man. So hopefully it helps somebody later if they can go back and catch the replay. You know, it's on YouTube. But it's definitely a part of our society because we get angry about things that really ain't even big enough to be angry about.
Right.
And then we trying to figure out why things ain't working out because we holding on or we living out of a past situation. And it's like, damn, that keeps repeating itself, but not sitting down discussing it. Looking in the mirror, talking to yourself or talking to a person that's more educated than you and that could help you and if they in that type of field of work either. I mean, also,
Yeah.
because a lot of time we want to talk to somebody about we try to talk to a football player about being a doctor. If he's not going to medical school, there's no need of talking to a football player about being a doctor.
Right. And I mean, you can always tell, like, if you're healed from PTSD because when you can tell your story and it doesn't make you cry, that's when you can tell that you're healed.
Right. Wow.
Like in church, you going up there, like giving your testimony, and it's like, and it's like, of course, people, they have the right to get emotional, but it's like, you go up there, you tell your story, and it's like, yeah, you might feel it on the inside, but just don't let it show. I mean, people can already tell you legit, like, you can sit up there and tell me anything, about your past, and you may tear up because, like, you're happy from where you came from, but it's not like you're just going to bust out in tears where you can't even finish a speech.
Right.
Yeah. Those were them days where some people.
Many times that I can see the progression from that.
Yeah.
Like when I was 2 years clean, I probably still would cry. By the time I got to 7 years, it got better. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Still healing though. That's the thing. I know mine is a continuous healing because I can't dwell in it. I got to keep pressing toward tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. So what you gonna go out with then, KD? That's your go out?
Well, I want to share that definitely your life won't change until you take initiative to change your life. Also, don't dwell in it. Keep pressing, and when life show up, you show up for life. You can't just sweep it under the rug. You got to deal with it. Get to the root of the problem. That's what I'm doing.
That's good.
What you got, PTG?
The 3 C's in life: choice, change, and chance. You must make the choice to take the chance if you want anything in life to change.
Wow. Yeah.
Also, I survived because the fire inside me burned brighter than the fire around me.
Oh, pow.
Yeah.
He hit him with
Fire
that.
inside me burned brighter.
All I'm gonna do is tell y'all to
Yeah.
create some programs, create some systems to where you're following them every day. And that way, hopefully, it'll take you out of that mindset, So create yourself a system that can change your day to day,
Yeah.
I like that, Keith. The word I go with that is consistency.
Yeah.
Whenever you create that system,
be consistent.
be consistent.
Yeah, and be
You've always
consistent.
told me, like, you don't want to burn bridges. Don't burn your bridges. I burn
Right.
bridges because it lights my path to where I'm going.
Woo!
So
Yeah.
in my past,
Yeah.
hashtag pass me with my past. You heard me?
Pass me with my pass.
Yeah.
Hashtag pass me with my pass. Hashtag.
I think when we all meet up, for like an event or something, we all need to get we need to get somebody that can make that a shirt. And when we go out, everybody just gonna have it. They're gonna have the man cast on the front, then on the back, hashtag
pass me with my pass.
All right. That's all. What color you like?
Oh, I'm red, baby. I'm red, baby.
Red. Okay.
Give me the blue with the white letters.
Yeah.
Give me the blue with the white letters.
You say red with what?
Oh, I'm red and white, crimson and cream.
Okay.
Yeah, he Kappa.
No.
Yeah, he a new.
He can't do the dance with the cane though. I got to see it.
Did you put it on your page or something? Did you have one on your page?
I done posted so many things on my page.
I'm gonna have to go take a look, see if he got what it takes.
But man, that's been another great conversation, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
You heard me, Keith?
Huh?
Mike said his phone overheated and it shut off on it. His phone had PTSD.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the phone got PTSD. The phone mad at it. Yeah. But y'all know, man, until the next round, we're going to do this again next Wednesday at 8:30. Different topic. We might have special guests. We're going to see. But we're going to have something good for you next week, man. So y'all tune back in Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
On all platforms.
in August.
Except IG.
That's the first Wednesday in August. Let's pop off.
Hey, we're going to start a challenge on the 31st.
All right.
We started a challenge on the 31st, KD. No red meats. Only maybe seafood. Maybe, but we're going vegan. We're going to do a bunch of plant-based dishes.
I'm down. You post the dish, I'm eating. I'm making it and eating. I'm down.
You sure you down?
I'm for sure.
I'm gonna start finding some recipes.
There's no such thing as lettuce bacon.
You gonna do it?
No bacon for the whole month of August.
There's no such thing as apple bacon.
No bacon.
No bacon for the whole month of August.
If you can stop it for a month, you can stop baking forever then.
That's right. Yeah. I know. That's what I'm on my way to.
All right.
May the Lord be with you.
Well, hey.
I looked at the thing that you sent me the other day, man. It got me hyped for real. The watermelon thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna make some noise. Y'all gonna see.
Okay. I'm gonna do that watermelon diet with you. I'm gonna fry my watermelon though.
Boy, you crazy.
With God, all things are possible.
That's right. Hey, this
Fried
what the wife
watermelon.
got tonight now. I ain't playing.
Okay, snow crab.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
Oh, y'all
starting. I'm
finna
on my
eat?
way. I'm on my way.
Y'all finna eat this time of night? Oh boy, y'all can't eat this time of night. Y'all ain't in no restaurant, man.
Huh? We both work, man. I tried to get it in before, but I had to work.
I heard that.
I got to get better with that though.
Well, at least, hey, at least you eating the snow crab. There's not a lot of meat, so you all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all right.
That's what it is, man. Hey, good to see you guys, man.
Same here, guys.
Oh yeah.
Next week.
Next week. All right.
Next week. All right.
All right.
That's it.